Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request from Brian, Old Curly, his username on YouTube is. But Brian wanted me to do another reaction to another Deadpit movie poster collection. This is part 2. Now, for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, whether it be reactions, reviews, topics, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, commentaries, we played a video game, ranking list, pretty much whatever, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And yes, that can include a reaction or what have you. So this is Deadpit Movie Poster Collection Part 2. Two great guys, Creepy Detective and Uncle Bill, Deadpit.com. They have a YouTube channel as well. Definitely check them out. But here we go. Been a while since I've seen these from way back in the day, but they have a really good collection, and then two very nice guys.
So we're back here, me doing my little poster collection video, and let me just assure you though that the amount of frame posters I have is nothing in comparison to the amount of total posters that I have that I haven't been able to frame yet. I have room. But these are my favorite looking posters. They may not be necessarily the best, most expensive ones, but they are my favorites. Here we go. Where you go? Wake up! 99 Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors.
That's a classic.
That's one of my favorite poster designs of all time.
With a dream. Which is weird because you look at them and they must be like the early stages of the script, because like, who's this guy with the mace? Like, who has a mace in the movie? And this, like, there's technically, there's a punch chick when the girl gets died. And gets died. What the hell does that mean? Ooh, what a rush. But definitely doesn't have that look. So it's interesting because it's almost as if it's based on... It is the Dream Wars, but based on an early script where they... Or maybe it's like, hey, this is kind of the general what they are, just... Yeah, this guy has a mace for some reason, because I don't even think there's a mace in the movie, but... Not gonna dream no more. Maybe tonight you'll be gone. That's classic.
One of these days, I hope to at least get this signed by Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, wow. That's a pretty big deal for me.
Yeah, Larry Fishburne, man. My favorite is Elm Street 4 of this Elm Street franchise, poster-wise and film-wise.
The design of this poster and thought it was fucking awesome, so that's why I framed this one. And hopefully we'll put it up somewhere.
David Cronenberg film Scanners.
This is a Scanners poster, David Cronenberg Scanners, which is oddly enough not my favorite Cronenberg movie. I've got the Brood poster, and I've got a Rabbit poster too, and I'll be showing them as well. But
do you have the Something from Within poster?
I do, it's right over there.
That's a killer poster, I like that.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the Scanners.
Yeah, Scanners isn't my...
design for
It's not my favorite David Cronenberg film. That would go with The Fly, and then The Dead Zone.
I could not find
I always thought that, to me, this was the coolest poster for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you want a better look, check out their video, but you look a little bit. I always thought that was a cool design. I like the artwork. Leatherface does look like a very dangerous individual. Nothing could ever prepare you for the horror of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. From Media Home Video. I always thought that was just a striking image that just sticks out and makes you go, oh shit, let me go check this movie out. Always liked that.
I got a frame.
I actually like that more than the theatrical with just the girl hanging on the meat hook. I like this better. I think it's more... I like the art style.
Fuck you. I just framed it in a 27 by 40 or 41, I don't know which, just to have something that was framed.
Yeah. I always liked that, though. That, I don't know, it's just always... Like we were saying, though, like a lot of our posters always goes back to the painted designs and stuff, which they don't do anymore, really.
That is true. You don't see a lot of maybe the Hellraiser one, like picture.
Actually, the Hellraiser one is painted too. The people don't realize that. Yep.
I didn't know that either.
You can tell by the hands and stuff that it's painted.
Oh, shit. Well, anyway, that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Media Entertainment.
Let's make it a little combat. There are some painted stuff. Not as much as back then, but just of that retro wave. Which is cool.
What did you got?
On that level. Well, I like the painted posters better.
Crap down the fucking frame here.
But you need to take better care of your shit.
Blood Diner.
This is an original Blood Diner poster that I got because you told me about it for $1.
Yeah, I think it might have been the same guy that had that Force poster for $1.
Yeah.
$1. That's crazy.
People probably already know that we're going to be doing a commentary for this movie when it comes out on DVD.
Yeah.
But I had this before, like way before we even knew anything about that, because it's one of my favorite little known.
I think that's one of those things where I could be wrong on this. If CK or anybody watches it, you confirm. They were going to do a commentary that was going to be part of the Blu-ray of Blood Diner, and for some reason it never. Like, I think they did one, and then they just never got released onto it. I don't know why. Because you see other people have done, like other companies, they put a commentary. It's from 2 historians or 2 fans or 2. But for some reason, I think Friday the 13th Part 5, because they're friends with Michael Felsher, the guy who produces a lot of those special features. They're really good friends with Michael Felsher. So it was, I think, that Friday the 13th Part 5, Blood Diner, and for some reason it never came to be. I don't know what the deal with that was.
Horror films, and as you can see, it appears to be. I don't know if it ever had a theatrical poster.
That's a crazy film, Blood Diner. Directed by Jackie Khan.
That's a video poster.
Which I think
Oh,
on my
The tagline's great though. First they greet you, then they eat you.
I think in a review I did,
no.
my last channel, I think Jackie Khan commented on a review I did. Might have been for Blood Diner.
Oh shit.
Here is Black Christmas poster under the other title, Silent Night, Evil Night.
Yeah, the other title.
One of my favorite slashers.
Silent Night, Evil Night.
Clark, God rest his soul. He died probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bob Clark.
We had him on the show actually.
It's numbered down here.
Yes, they did interview Bob Clark on their website.
Out of 148. So I don't really know if that means anything. That's probably just the design of this poster, because there are other ones that have like a black bow, a black and white bow that have like Black Christmas, and there's another title as well.
I think the 75 is the year it came out. And then like the 148, I don't know if that's the number of posters they printed or what, I have no idea.
Yeah. So, the reason I got this was because I always loved this fucking design. I always thought that was awesome in the film.
It's another painted design, I guess.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, definitely a creepy image from the film. Yeah, I don't mind the original Black Christmas. It's not a favorite of mine, but I don't mind it.
Oh, God. This is another poster that's harder than that.
I really like that poster.
It's nice.
In person, yeah. Oh,
I wonder why.
That's turning me on. I can see some little stains on it where you jacked off on it.
Buddy, now listen. That ain't right.
I don't blame you. Look at it.
Yeah, this is one of those posters.
I'm going to have to get that now.
This is one of those posters.
Tits as big as a person.
You sit there and look at it for a while.
It is. Yeah. It's awesome in person. Oh, God.
It's Sleepaway Camp 3 Teenage Wasteland. Sleepaway Camp is hard to find. Sleepaway Camp 3 is hard to find. Sleepaway Camp 2 is fucking impossible to find.
And once you find it, you might as well, $200.
You don't have to fucking mortgage your house to get it.
I wonder if they ever found that.
Poster too. Not as much as Sleepaway Camp 2, but I always liked this one. And I don't think Sleepaway Camp 3 had a theatrical run. I think it was just a video.
Sleepaway Camp 2 didn't either.
Because Sleepaway Camp 2, for those who don't know, that's the poster where a girl that's not in the movie, but she's carrying stuff that has like a Jason mask and a Freddy glove and other stuff. Kind of like, hey, move over. This is the new horror villain. And it's like a girl, again, that's not in the movie. But it was a striking cover on VHS.
Nice.
I think Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 were made back to back as well. Ah, wow.
Oh, no. What's this?
I'm this because it's killed.
That's a different They Live poster.
Some sort of I can't even tell country of origin this is. But
I think it's Turkish.
yeah, I bought it at the Whorehound. He's going down over there.
What the hell's that dog doing? Trying to blow himself?
He can blow himself, which is I'm very envious of. I bought it for Whorehound weekend because Roddy Piper was going to be there, and I wanted him to sign something. I could never find the original They Live poster, so I just bought this. And as you can see, he signed it. I've come here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. Roddy Piper!
Rest in peace, Roddy.
I like the design of this one too because the original poster has just got him holding the glasses up to his eyes. And, you know, that's here too, but you also got one of the little alien fuckers, and you got Buck Flowers. That's the real selling point to me, was having fucking Buck Flowers in there.
Although it doesn't look much like him.
But it looks exactly like him in
That's a bit weird now that I look at
that movie.
That's a bit weird, like you look at it, there's no Chief David, but you got Buck Flowers, who's a small supporting role, and kind of makes me wonder, why is he so prevalent? He's a good character actor, but may he rest in peace, but I don't know why he's so prevalent on the poster. But that's a cool poster.
It is fucking genius.
Day of the Dead.
Okay. It's an original 1985 Day of the Dead poster one sheet.
Good zombie film.
I like the way they had this set up, which was, first there was Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Black part. Then there was Dawn of the Dead. Then the darkest day of all the world's ever known.
That was a nice, clever take, I agree, on the poster. A film that came out and bombed sadly.
That one and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, probably two I paid the most money for. I think I paid 70-some bucks for that poster. But listen, bottom line is that movie's killer, and for that price, it was one of the cheaper, more expensive ones that I could afford at that time. Like if I want to buy a Dawn of the Dead poster, I have to pay $100 if it's just that poster. If I want a green Dawn of the Dead poster, I have to pay $300. I'm not going to do that. I just bought a Day of the Dead poster. I'm happy.
Of course, people nowadays, $70, that's nothing.
Studios in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. We're not going to tell you exactly where we're at because we know there's a lot of things.
There's that Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's got one right over here too, right in the corner. Right in the corner there, Texas Chainsaw. That same cool VHS poster. Oh, and this is a cool like Day of the Dead thing here.
Thievery going on here in Prestonsburg. So a lot of you son bitches want to try to steal our shit, and that ain't gonna fucking happen. And this is also serves as our storage facility for all of our great merchandise over at Deadpit. You can pick up, get that off, man. Deadpit on the Road Season 1 right now. It's a great little DVD. Over 3.5 hours of features and.
That's another question I should ask. I wonder if he ever did one of those that has like all of the On the Road, like the entire. Because they can't do On the Road because of what's going on in the world today. I guess maybe they could. I don't know if they'd ever want to though. I don't know how it is in Kentucky with the whole if they have to stay inside or whatever. But
Horror goodness.
I wonder if he ever did like On the Road. That'd be hilarious if he did like a Blu-ray just to fuck with people. Here's a Blu-ray of all On the Road.
Go to deadpit.com for all
Blu-ray.
that on the Road Season 1.
I do have that DVD
One
as well.
of my favorite things that I got over the past year or so.
And I kept that DVD. I'm glad I did too. Number one, because I enjoy it. But number two, I don't know if it's this way nowadays, but one of their reviews, the Halloween 2000s, the Rob Zombie's Halloween, the first one, for a while on YouTube it was muted. I guess because some music was on there. I don't know if it's still that way or if it's fixed. I gotta check. Maybe check after this video, but
It was definitely this cast signed.
if that's the case, then I'm glad I have that
one sheet
DVD.
signed by Victor Miller, the writer, the star, and lone survivor Adrian King, who's a lovely lady, baby. And I didn't say anything. Adrian King, if you will. When we met her, baby, I gave her a Deadpit shirt, and she kissed me on the cheek, if you will. It gave me a special feeling inside, cause she's an older looking lady, but she looks nice to me, baby. So I like that. Hey, man, Ferdini.
Take it from Dusty Rose.
The composer,
The sweet
great
taste
guy,
of Mello.
hilarious guy. really gets our show. And Betsy Palmer, who felt awful bad for charging us, but she still did, didn't she, Uncle Bill?
You had to, though.
But it's worth it. Tom Savini, right there, he just signed the knife. He's like, shit, I don't want to waste one of my gold trophies on this post, so I'm just going to sign it on the knife. And Ari Lehman, give me 20. Although he didn't make us give him 20, but he signed it for free for us because we're sort of a big deal.
He knows we're killers.
I'm surprised.
That's an original poster, though.
Yeah, that's an original.
Here's the thing about Ari Lehman, or whatever the hell his name is, I don't care. He's the guy who played the kid Jason. Dude, I get it. You're in the movie. At the end of the day, you put some makeup on, you jumped out of a lake. You're in the film for like 30 seconds. I mean, and
The one sheet, another one that was $10.
Now he's in
and something else.
every fucking horror
I'll do the
convention.
dudes real quick so you guys can see the bottom of these. Like, the dates were usually either stamped on there or wrote, you know. So I thought that was pretty cool. And usually, like, if you can see that really clearly, that means you got an original. And if it has, usually if it has the date and all that stuff on there, it's original. So, but it's beautiful and I love it.
It is a good looking poster.
So we move onward over here. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master.
That is a,
And I think it was the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie I saw in theaters, so I enjoy it. I enjoy the poster. I actually like all the Nightmare on Elm Street posters, don't you, Uncle Bill?
I do, they're all killers.
So, Nightmare on Elm Street 4,
Nice.
The Dream Master.
that's my favorite Elm
starring
Street
Robert
poster.
Englund. I always really, I don't know, the Freddy design on that always looked like that design.
Yeah, me too.
And over here,
I always love that
move
design as
onward,
well.
'cause, you know, we got a lot of posters to get to, folks. Make no mistake about it. That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video poster right there.
Nice.
And I got that signed over a period of 3 years at the Fright Night Film Fest. It's signed by pretty much the entire cast that's still alive in that right, Uncle Bill.
That's right.
So,
This is a hard poster to get, too, trust me. I know.
yeah, I believe you were looking for it for a few years, right?
Sure was. This is almost, but not quite as hard to find as Sleepaway Camp 2.
Yeah. Well, at least not as expensive as Sleepaway Camp 2. But yeah, I mean, that was the poster. Like, everybody has the reprint of the original one sheet, which...
I'm sorry, man, I'm just looking at the names here. I mean, that would be worth a fortune. You got Gunnar Hansen, may he rest in peace. You got Marilyn Burns, may she rest in peace. I'm guessing Toby Hooper's on here, although he said the cast. One or two of the others might have passed away too. But I mean, there's Jerry, Paul, Sally, Leatherface, Kirk.
Which is a cool
Man.
poster too. But that's the poster I remember as a kid, actually.
It seems to be signed multiple times up there.
Yeah. Signed by Jerry, Alan Danziger, Marilyn Burns, who played Sally, Gunnar Hansen, Leatherface, Ed Neal, the Hitchhiker, William Velt, who played Kirk, Terry McMinn, which is still probably the rarest autograph of the bunch, played Pam, which is my favorite shot of the movie where you saw her luscious behind in that maroon pair of shorts, baby.
Okay, so it's not Toby
John
Hooper.
Dugan, who's grandpa.
John
Funny
Dugan.
thing about John Dugan, real quick, before we go on to the next posters. I dare you to find a time John Dugan at a convention where he's sober.
This is my Texas Chainsaw Massacre reproduction poster, signed by pretty much the entire cast and Toby Hooper. What does it look like? Right here is Toby Hooper. It says to Aaron. Toby fucking Hooper.
You're proud of that, ain't you?
I got this. I didn't actually get this signed myself, though. I sent this to old Kelly Markle, Kelly the Beast, and he got that part of it signed. Right here, I got the rest of it signed. You got John Dugan, and then Terry McMahon, and of course William Vale, Alan Danziger, Gunnar Hansen, Marilyn Burns, and Ed Neal. So it's pretty much signed by everybody you can really get the poster signed by, except for
Kim Hinkle.
Yeah, Kim Hinkle. Fuck Kim Hinkle, by the way. See, this is a reproduction poster because I was scared to fucking death to get my original Texas Chainsaw Massacre poster signed. Here's the thing. Like, if it's a $30, $40 poster or something like that, or even a little bit higher, I'll get it signed. When you get into shit like original Halloween posters like you got and Texas Chainsaw Massacre posters and shit, that just scares the fuck out of me for some reason. Because there might be a point in time where I want to sell that. And it'll be personalized to my ass.
Hellraiser. This is a
Trust me, people would buy it still just for the autograph. I guarantee you, if you try to sell like that, even that replica Chainsaw Massacre poster, there'd be people like, oh my god, it's got Toby Hooper and Marilyn Burns, and they would.
Friend, of course.
It would be a shitload.
I got signed at Horrifying.
It would be a shitload.
My very first convention, and it's signed by Ashley Lawrence and Doug Bradley, Pinhead himself. And believe it or not, Doug Bradley signed that for $5 back then. $5. And Ashley Lawrence, oh my God, what an awesome looking lady. She was great too, wasn't she? But she was very nice. I got a picture with her.
She was luscious.
Let me tell you something. I just want to fop her up with a biscuit.
I was laughing because he kept licking his lips like.
It's not the original one sheet, but you actually do have an original
Yeah,
one
you
sheet.
might see that sometime down the line. An original one sheet of Hellraiser, but that one signed.
It's a constant, like.
I don't ever get signed because I don't want to really spend any more money on autographs. So, definitely one of the rarest ones that I've got right here. This is a Don't Go in the Woods.
This is a hilarious movie. I first found out about this movie from these two guys. That is one of the funnier bad movies I've seen. It's a bad movie, but it's pretty damn funny. And then I showed it to my friend Efrey, and we were laughing our asses off. You know, we still like, don't go in the woods tonight or you will be killed. They chop you up in little pieces.
Alone.
But I found out that movie from these two guys.
A lot of people, you either love this movie or you hate this movie. Most of the people hate the movie, but I always enjoyed it.
It's entertaining and hilarious.
Probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And I don't know, I always loved the artwork on that poster. And when I say rare, I mean it's pretty damn rare. I think we interviewed
It's
James
not bad
Byrne on the
artwork
show,
for
about the
what
poster.
it
I
is.
asked him about the poster. And he's saying something like there was like around 200, maybe a little over 200 that was actually ever made.
Damn.
Like when it comes to prints, they only made like a handful of prints and just run them all across the country, you know. Shopped them around all across the country. So it's rare. And I'm glad it's in my collection, Uncle William.
Oh, my God, look at it. What's this over here?
Another slasher,
Oh, shit.
which we're going to be having a 35mm screening of this big bad boy, is Madman.
Now, this film, just recently, it got announced that Vinegar Syndrome is doing a 4K release of Madman. So, for those who are fans of the film, I don't mind the film Madman. It's not a favorite of mine. It's not a favorite slasher. The ending, I think because I like the atmosphere, I like the lighting, I like some of the deaths. I really like the music. So, there's elements I like. So, I liked it alright. But I don't really care about the characters. Yes, I do care about characters in slasher films. I know, sue me. I don't give a shit about the characters. And Galen Ross, her character is one of the weakest leads in an 80s slasher. Like, she does nothing. She can barely shoot a gun. She gets her dumbass killed. And the ending just isn't my cup of tea. But again, I don't mind the film for what it is. It just would not be in like a top 10 favorite 80s slasher films for me. But yeah, I've seen much worse, like Terror on Tour and Final Exam. Like this, I would watch again, not those Final Exam. Fuck Final Exam.
And this poster's not too hard to find. Definitely the rarer of the two is this one. The other one just has the Madman silhouette and doesn't have the cartoon couple, which A lot of people shit on this poster just because of the cartoon couple. But
I don't know why. Look at
I
that.
don't know, I thought it was awesome.
That does look like be like some weird episode of Scooby Doo or something. I mean,
That fucking guy.
Yeah. And that one, of course, is signed by the Madman.
it's Fred and Daphne, the
And,
porn version.
He inscribed it, you know, and drew a little Madman on there. So I thought that was really cool of him to do that. Really, really great guy, Paul Hitler. So an awesome movie. You'll get to see it in 35mm.
And also, that 14, it was on the original, the Blu-ray, but they're putting it on the 4K. Vinegar Syndrome is as well. Features that Deadpit guys were a part of. There was a documentary they helped produce, and they're in the documentary from back in the day on this film, and interviews with two people done by Deadpit, and their names are on the features. And thankfully, they had to tell them, hey, you're putting our features on there, like, can we get a copy? So, thankfully, supposedly they're getting sent it, unless something stupid happens.
At the Friday Night Film Fest.
So.
In a little over a month. Big time fans of slasher cinema. You all will appreciate this.
But that's pretty cool. Did you get a feature on a Blu-ray? That would never happen with me.
By sword, by pick, by axe, bye. This is the Mutilator. And a cool story about the Mutilator poster that we got. Me and Uncle Bill both have this poster. It is original, it is rolled, and odds are you're not going to find a rolled Mutilator poster anywhere online. I've never ever seen one. How did we get one, Uncle Bill? We're very special people because Buddy Cooper himself, the director of the Mutilator, this comes from his personal stash. And a big fan of the show, I think the guy's name is KNJHorror.com, sent us both rolled one-sheets of the Mutilator poster, and it's actually got a little thing that came down there with it that said filmed entirely on location in Atlantic.
KNJ Horror, I think he's the guy that had like the insane VHS collection
So I'm not,
of horror.
Mutilator is a cool movie. Not one of my favorite slasher movies, but you can't deny how awesome the poster is.
I do like that slasher. I have issues with the story,
So up
but
here,
I like
my
it for what it
childhood
is.
favorites, folks. Directed by Fred Decker, starring
Yes.
Andre Gower.
The
It's
Monster
Squad.
Squad. That is a good poster.
And this is another one that goes for quite a bit of money. And it's signed by Andre Gower, who's a cool guy. Actually, he signed it for nothing. We gave him a Deadpit, that's my iPhone going on. We gave him a Deadpit t-shirt, signed the poster for nothing. I
Very
thought that
cool.
was awesome. So, next one up over here, I don't know if you can get this in, is an original Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, which was the first Halloween movie I had ever seen as a kid. It happened a lot for some reason. Like, I would see a lot of these movies out of order. Like the first Friday the 13th movie I ever saw was Part 6. The first Psycho movie I ever saw was Part 2. And this was the first Halloween movie I'd ever seen.
I think that happened to a lot of people.
But this was a great movie. The luscious Danielle Harris signed that poster. And I gotta say, I mean, Uncle Bill's not got a great opinion of Danielle Harris as far as like what he thought of her as a person or whatever. But I gotta say, probably one of the best looking women I've ever seen up close. No doubt.
I'd be curious to hear about why that is. Like, Uncle Bill says he's not sure about Danielle Harris as a person. I'd be curious to hear if there's some kind of story, if like she was really bitchy or what the deal is with that.
There you go. It's Halloween 4. So the last one I got here isn't really a horror poster.
Is that
but I
Red
always liked this
Sonja?
poster. And this is one of the only ones I ever saw that actually has, I think the guy's name's Paul Smith, who's also in Pieces.
It is Red Sonja, yeah, Paul Smith.
Has him with the bone on it. And his weapon in the movie was a bone.
He played Bluto
But,
in
of course,
Popeye,
it's
the
Red
Robin
Sonja.
Williams film.
But it's a French poster, and its French title is Caledon.
Which I find funny is about Red Sonja, but even they knew Arnold was the big selling
So,
point.
of course, this concludes the
Caledon.
frame posters that I have. Make no mistake about it, though. I got plenty more posters to show you guys, as does Uncle Bill. So stay tuned. This is going to be a multi-part video. It'll probably be stretched out for weeks, months, maybe even years. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed my frame stuff. I will be back though, and so will Uncle Bill, here on Deadpit. Doggone!
And there you go. Having stopped on Return of the Living Dead Part 3 artwork. And, man, it's been a lot of fun reliving this. I saw these videos way back in the day. Still enjoyable. CT and Uncle Bill, great guys, nice guys, very fun, very entertaining. Definitely check out their YouTube channel. Just type Deadpit in the search bar. You'll find it eventually. And, yeah, they always enjoyable to watch. I know recently they suffered through the Seed of Chucky commentary. I know how they feel, because I did a commentary for that as well, and it's not a good movie, in my opinion at least. But thanks once again, Brian, for the request. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and we will see you guys in the video. In another video. Later. I need to get some sleep. Fuck. Later.